What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dauntless Commentator. I am your host, Adam Piggott, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. He's a top 10 UFC Bantamweight. He's fought and beat a lot of really tough guys. He's currently ranked number 8 in the world. He is Jimmie Rivera, and he joins us now. Jimmie, thanks so much for coming on, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
So how you been, man? How's life treating you?
It's good. I've been super busy between working and teaching and training. Just super busy.
Got it. And so do you live in New Jersey and then do you commute to New York City for training?
No. My training's in New Jersey, and I live in New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. I think one time, or Wikipedia had me that I was from Brooklyn, but I'm not. I used to work in Brooklyn teaching, but I'm from Jersey, born and raised.
You know, leading up to this interview, I conducted some research, and I actually read that you started training at 8 years old, and then you earned your black belt in just 2 years. When you started training, did you, between the time that you started training and now, did you ever think that you'd become like a top 10 UFC bantamweight, or?
No, not at all. I just trained because, I was a kid growing up. I loved Ninja Turtle movies, Karate Kid, and all that. Even Power Rangers as a young kid. So I wanted to train, and my mom brought me in for discipline because I was acting at home. But I was a new kid at school. I was getting picked on a lot, and I just didn't know how to deal with it. And that's why I started training. And then a couple months into my training, I was able to defend myself against a bully in school and didn't get bullied after that.
I see. So then it was bullying at school that really got you into mixed martial arts?
Well, my mom brought me in because I was acting at home, and she brought me that. But I always liked the martial arts just in general from all the movies and stuff growing up. And then after that, I just started training. One thing led to another, and I started competing as a young kid in our tournaments that we hold every 6 months. And I started doing amateur kickboxing fights, like junior fighters they call them when you're under 18. And then I just kept competing after that, and I just wanted to see how far I could take it.
I see. I really wanted to bring it back to New Jersey because I saw that you recently started training Elmwood Park police officers in martial arts. Was it the civil unrest that prompted that, and like what has that been like?
The police chief there has been training for 8 years now. I've been working with him, and he brought up doing this program. He wanted to start it, pre-COVID. But once COVID hit, it kind of got pushed back. The biggest thing is, to train police officers in self-defense situations. When an officer, besides what they have and what they learn in the academy, it's very short. So the biggest thing is if an officer knows how to defend themselves, they're a lot more confident. It's just like a kid in school. You know what I mean? You want your kid to be confident. Well, there's 2 things they need. They need self-discipline. So they start stuff and they finish it and they work hard. But the other thing they need to know is, self-defense. So if someone, they need to know a hard work ethic, and they need to know how to defend themselves in case someone tries to bully them verbally or physically. Now, these officers that I train with, they're also required monthly to do de-escalation courses verbally. When we train, I'm teaching them how to defend themselves in close range quarters, but I'm also, as they're, holding a suspect down without a choke or without a lock, using their body weight, also working on how to use their words to defend themselves as well, with the de-escalation of stop resisting, everything they're taught on the force.
So it seems like you've been pretty busy with that, and I know that aside from helping out with police officers there, I saw that you recently fought in Abu Dhabi over in Fight Island. What was that like?
Long plane ride because we had to fly to Vegas, and from Vegas fly to Abu Dhabi, and it's closer to leave to Abu Dhabi from Jersey, fly back from Vegas. So it was a lot of flying to do with it. We had quarantines, which kind of sucked in a way, but I was quarantined with my best friend who coached me in the fight, so it wasn't too bad. We worked out in the room. They gave us mats and treadmills. They fed us. It was fancy quarantine, I guess you want to say. Abu Dhabi was beautiful. People were nice, but it was hot as hell. The second day we were there, we had balconies, so you could open up the door and hang out on the balcony. It was like 116 degrees and humid, so it gets really hot over there. Besides that, it was an awesome experience. I mean, the experience the most makes it the best is that, you know, I got my hand raised at the end of the fight and got the win. So that's even better. That feels good. Besides that, the people were nice. The food was great. I had a blast.
And so did you prefer like the silence that comes with like having like the no crowds on Fight Island, or are you more of a
Yeah, it
fan of
doesn't.
like,
Nah, it doesn't bother me. I like it a little bit more no crowds just so I can hear my coaches better.
so it was a lot easier than, you know, T-Mobile Arena or Madison Square Garden and stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah, definitely for sure.
I see. Um, and so right now you're ranked number 8 in the world. Who would you say is like the ideal next opponent? I know that Marlon Vera has been talking about you. That's obviously an interesting fight with his win over Sean O'Malley. Who do you think is up next for you?
I'm not sure yet. I know. I think it was supposed to be someone ahead of me. We did put in the same thing. You know, Cheeto wants to fight forward. I want to fight forward too. We did put in for you know, Frankie, Pedro, Aldo, and Cruz. Not sure what's going on yet because I have to speak to my management about it. But ultimately, you know, big name would be great, or someone ahead of me would be great, kind of climb up the rankings. I know Chia's been saying a lot, calling me out, but I think honestly, it's a thank you. I'm like, he's calling me out. The more you mention someone's name, the better it is. I think eventually we're gonna meet. I just don't know when. And I don't know what's next yet. I'm still waiting, so it's not much I can say about that. I'm just training and staying in shape.
I also wanted to talk a little bit about the current champion, because I know that you've fought him before. What are your thoughts on him as the new champion after beating Jose?
You know, Yan is I don't think he's the most talented. You know, he sticks to real basics, but he's a tough dude, and he keeps coming forward, and he's in great shape. So I saw watching the fight with Aldo that, you know, Aldo started fading away. You know, he's cutting a lot of weight to get down to 35, and Jan just kept pushing forward and beat him. You know, he's the more experienced fighter, Aldo, but just was able to Jan was able to push the pace more and beat him. And, you know, being in shape is a huge factor. I hope we get a rematch with him, and hopefully it's for the belt one day, and kind of go from there.
Got it. You know, I know that this is technically like, it's not up to me, it's up to you and your management in the UFC, but I think from my point of view, I think a really good fight would be you versus Frankie Edgar somewhere in New Jersey. Just like two dudes from Jersey as a fight night. I feel like that would be a really great matchup, and I think it would be awesome to see that all like come together in a place like New Jersey.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I actually got the call for Cody Stamen first, and then when we got off the phone, I found out I found Pedro was out of his fight, so I actually called back and told my manager, I said, you know, I'll take the Cody fight, but see if we get the Frankie fight. I'll step in for Pedro and fight Frankie Edgar. And I was told that they were going to push the fight back, that he didn't want that. And now I'm not sure where he's going to go and fight next, Frankie. I feel like he might fight one of the winners between Marlon and Corey Sandhagen. You know, I could see that happening. I thought the fight with Pedro and Frankie was really close. I actually thought Pedro won it. But, you know, all judges look at different things, so you're not sure what they're looking at. But it was a close fight.
And I'm happy you brought up Moraes versus Sandhagen, because that's actually happening really soon. That's happening tomorrow, based on my understanding. And so what are your thoughts on that fight, and how do you see that one playing out?
If it goes the distance, I think Corey, Marlon could stop him maybe in the second round, third, the most. All around, I just think, you know, Marlon cuts a lot of weight, so I think I don't know how strong his gas tank is going to be throughout the whole fight. And Corey, you know, has kind of got a crew style, and he's a pretty good boxer. Marlon's more of a, you know, kicker, really good kickboxer, so it should be interesting. I think, you know, if it goes the distance, Corey, if he gets stopped sooner, I think Marlon.
And then this one's a little bit outside of your division, but this one is in lightweight. But we have another big one with Khabib versus Gaethje. Have you been paying much attention to that one, or are you interested in that one?
Yeah, it's a tough fight. I mean, everybody wants to see that fight. Gaethje, his last fight was Tony. He fought really smart. He took the bare minimum damage. If he keeps doing that, he could do really well. He's a great wrestler too, as well. So it's really interesting to see what's going to happen with that fight. I'm actually looking forward to that fight. I can't wait. It's going to be a huge, huge pay-per-view sell, and I can't wait to watch it and see what happens. See if Khabib stays undefeated, or he gets his first loss, and if Gaethje could pull it out.
And what about you? Like, when do you think we'll probably see you in the octagon again? I know you said you're talking with the managers and you're trying to figure that out, but
hopefully there's one more time this year. I was trying to shoot for 2 more times, but I know they had to change October to all the Fight Island and get the international fighters. So I'm hopefully, one more time this year.
I did want to end our conversation with a little bit more of a personal question.
Yeah.
I noticed that you've been pretty vocal for the past few months about cancer awareness. I think one of your good friends got diagnosed with cancer. And this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and so I thought that I'd ask you, are there any ways in which my viewers and I can help, and are there any organizations that you would recommend like donating to or anything like that?
Anything that's, breast cancer awareness. Right now it's really tough with the COVID. Usually we do stuff, or we'll have classes where people donate. I donate gloves and people pay $20-$25. If they want to pay more, they can, and we just donate it to a fundraiser, cancer awareness fundraiser. And I've donated already to the police department because they're doing a fundraiser for that as well. It's really close to me. My aunt died of cancer. One of my good friends, his father, who we were friends, good friends with, passed away from cancer. I have people I love ones that are battling right now. It's just, cancer sucks. It's a horrible thing, and you don't wish it upon anybody. I mean, even your worst enemy, it's not something you wish upon. It sucks, but the more we could donate and the more they could research and do more. There's so much within, even from the past 10 years from now, there's so much more technology and more ways that they could go in and cut it out, or chemotherapy. There's just so many more attributes that they've been contributing with the new technology to take care of it. So yeah, I would just say donate anywhere that's a fundraiser for it. I'm not doing anything at this moment, but local police department, Elmwood Park always does fundraisers and stuff. They are a big part of the community. They're doing a trunk or treat this month. They're doing a fundraiser for cancer, giving out pink ribbons and donating. And again, the donation is only $10, but if you want to donate more, you can. But $10 still, you get a couple hundred people that do it. It goes a long way.
Yeah, for sure, man. And honestly, if it means anything to you, like I understand to an extent where you're coming from. I've had people that passed away from cancer as well. So yeah, man, it really does suck. And so, but
everybody knows someone or has someone. It's a horrible thing. And where we're coming from.
What about GoFundMe's? Are there any GoFundMe's that you know of people?
You know what? No, it's always, Susie. Yeah. I forgot. I almost forgot. Sorry. I just looked at her the other day and just commented on a post. Yeah, Susie from the UFC. So Susie from the UFC, I have a post on my Instagram about her. She's battling cancer again. She came back, and actually her boyfriend as well. And after my fight in Abu Dhabi, I did a big shout out to her, and I put up a post so people go to her GoFundMe. Literally just go to her Instagram, or you could go to my Instagram and you'll see a couple pictures down Susie. And you could go check her out. She's doing really well, a lot better. And you could, go to her GoFundMe and help her, with her battling cancer.
All right. I will definitely do everything that I can to guide my viewers there. And I really hope that we can all help out with that, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course, man. All right, man. Well, listen, I know you said that you're kind of working on a schedule. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this, and I wish you the best of luck, man.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Best of luck with everything with you too.
Thanks, man.
Take care.
See ya.